I grew up in a beautiful town called Kawerau. We'd always go outside and play on our bikes. I loved it. I had a beautiful childhood there with all my brothers and sisters. This is the oldest one, Joy. This is Joy. Ada was the next sister. Annie. The moment I found out I had hepatitis B, I got a call from a lovely nurse named Helen. I was quite shocked when I heard I had it because I didn't have any symptoms at the time. My sister Diane. Unfortunately, they all passed away with hepatitis B. Missed them all so much. Yeah. I really miss them so much. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's very hard. It really is to see all my sisters and brothers just, go with this terrible disease. Every time I was by their side as they were passing away, I was just wondering what was going on, why they were getting so sick. And then as they were passing, they all told me that, it was actually their liver. Now, just to be just here by myself now without all of them, it's very difficult. It's so hard.
Hepatitis B is a type of virus called a DNA virus. It is easily spread through any bodily fluids and is usually spread from mother to baby, either during pregnancy or at the time of delivery. It rapidly infects the liver cells and it stays there lifelong. Young children can live with the infection in their liver without getting sick. But as somebody gets older, the person's own immune system attacks the liver cells and causes what we call hepatitis, which is inflammation of the liver. The person can develop complications of cirrhosis, such as liver failure. But the biggest problem with hepatitis B is it can cause liver cancer. Silencing the virus genes with we have a vaccine, but we do not have a cure for hepatitis B. In many communities, having hepatitis B leads to discrimination. And this can be a barrier to somebody getting tested. Clinical research is very important for developing new treatments for unmet medical needs, such as hepatitis B, to really advance our progress in management of this condition.
Novotech is a CRO, a clinical research organization, and a global leader in clinical research. Our role is to essentially enable biotech companies to accelerate the movement of science from the lab into patients. We help them identify investigators like Dr. Gain and advise them to work with world-leading sites. What that means is assisting them in navigating the really complex pathways from both logistical and regulatory sides of trying to organize a study. Particularly in a study like this, it's one of the most exciting things that I've seen in my career. Getting the chance to talk to companies like at the real cutting edge of what's possible in medicine at the moment is really, really inspiring.
Genes are like musical notes on a music score, and gene expression, it's like the volume that can be turned up or down for a different length of time. And so gene tuning, in the analogy, is like the dial that can be used to adjust the sound to help those genes drive the body back into harmony. For hepatitis B, the viral replication happens on its own, like a copy machine. Our platform aims to target disease-relevant genes specifically, so we can silence the viral replication. As a novel therapy being tested for the very first time, there are many hurdles that we had to overcome. We don't have all of the resources or the expertise to enter a clinical stage development program. We in particular have relied on Novotech that not only brings the expertise of the disease, but also the infrastructure, the experience in both regulatory as well as clinical operations, as well as the patient community and the clinical sites.
We collaborate so closely that we truly become an extension of their team. Bringing a new therapy to market takes about 10 to 15 years, if you're lucky. It's a highly regulated, complex process, and rightly so. There's always anticipation at the start of a trial, but nervous energy and excitement. You think this could be it. This could be what changes everything.
I just hope that things will be all good for myself. I'm so lucky to have my nephews and nieces. We do have to live on for our families. There is hope out there. I am going to try and do my best just to live, live life at its best, really.